all. I hope all of you safe in your home. So for class 7 science chapter 1 nutrition in plants. So we all know we water or we need a food to survival our life. So food is essential for every living organism in the universe, isn't it? So we do so many activities in our daily life. So for that reason we need food. So what food contains? Food contains so many nutrients. What are the nutrients food contain? So food contain carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamin and minerals are the components of food. So our daily eatable food contain such a nutrients are carbohydrate, proteins, vitamin, lipids and minerals. The food component, these components are called as what? Nutrients. Once again, the carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins and the minerals are components of the food, and these components are called nutrients. So humans and animals are directly or indirectly depend on plants. So why they depend on the plants? Because plant prepare the food, isn't it? So in your previous year you know that plants prepare their own food, isn't it? So that food we used for eat in the daily life. So as animals, humans also depend on plants. So mode of nutrition in plants. What type of modes are nutritions in the plants? So the nutrients enable living organism to build their bodies. So ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ನಮಗೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ? ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಇಟ್ಟಂಗಿ ತೊಗೋತೀವಿ, ಬ್ರಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಉಸುಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಜೋಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಮನೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಗಟ್ಟಿಯಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಹಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೀಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಬಾಡೀಸ್. Nutrition is the mode of taking food by organism and its utilization by the body. So nutrition is the mode of taking food. So as we take a food that contains a lot of nutrients in it, that is used to us to make a various activities in our daily life and the functions in our body. So the process of digestion, excretion and respiration is also with the help of these nutritions. The mode of nutrition is which organisms make food themselves from simple substance is called autotrophs. Means the mode of nutrition in which organism make themselves. So nutrition ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ವಸ್ತುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು? ತಾವೇ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ತಯಾರಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತವೆ. ದ ಸಮ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಫುಡ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ autotrophs. The simple substance prepare their own food. So they are autotrophs. What are autotrophs? Autotrophs are plants. We call plant as autotrophs. Then auto means, what is auto? Auto means self. What is auto means self, and tropes. Auto means self and trope means nourishment. So auto means self, trope means nourishment, means the self nourishment of the organisms are called autotrophs. For plants are the autotrophs, and animals and most other organisms take in food prepared by plants. They are called heterotrophs. So both animals and human beings, we take a food prepared by plants, so that we call as a heterotrophs. ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಗಳಿಂದ ತಯಾರಾದಂಥ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ದಿನನಿತ್ಯ ಊಟ ಆಹಾರಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಹಿಟ್ರೋಟ್ರೋಪ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹಿಟ್ರೋಟ್ರೋಪ್ಸ್, ಪರಾವಲಂಬಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಿಟ್ರೋ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅದರ್. ಸೊ ಅದರ್ and tropes. Again it is a nourishment. So other, taking food from other we get energy. So these are all are the food mode of a food nutrition in a plants. So as we know, plants prepare their own food. So from every part of the plant can prepare a food. So can you see here? So in this plant, so every part of the plant is prepare the food? No. So only leaves part of the plants prepare the food. Why? So because it contain a chlorophyll content, which helps us to prepare a food. So leaves are the food factories of a plants. So as we know, only a leaves plant part of are prepare a food. The pores are present in leaves. These are surrounded by guard cells, such a pores. So in the leaf plant, so in the plant, the roots absorb minerals and water to supply the parts of the leaves. So these roots absorb every minerals in the soil and water and supplies through a pipes, and it supplies till tip of the leaf. So while supplying the water, leaves, so these leaves, in the leaves the pores are present here. So what these pores helps? So these pores are surrounded by guard cells. So can you see this picture? So these pores are surrounded by guard cells. So these pores are called stomata, which help to preparing the food and absorb minerals and water from the soil. So water and minerals are transported to the leaves by root, the stem and the branches of the trees. So while this tree, so the roots of this tree supplies water, minerals and sufficient nutrients to the plant through a stem, roots and branches. So all these are transported to leaves. So the leaves have green pigment. As I told you, the leaves contain only a chlorophyll pigment. So which color it is? It is green in color. What is the leaves of the color? So it is green. So due to a presence of chlorophyll content, leaves prepare food. How they prepare food? So the solar energy is captured by the leaves and stored in the plant in the form of food. So by using sunlight, isn't it? So by using sunlight, and the leaves stored the energy in them and used that for a food preparation. So sun is the ultimate source. So as we all get light from sun, ಸೊ ಸೂರ್ಯನಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಬೆಳಕು ಬರ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆ ಬೆಳಕನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾವ, ಹೀರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆಹಾರವನ್ನು ತಯಾರಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾವ, ಹೌದಾ. ಸೊ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ಅ ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಅ ಫುಡ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಫೈನಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಸನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್, isn't it? So during photosynthesis, chlorophyll containing cells, leaves cells of leaves in the presence of sunlight use carbon dioxide, water to synthesis carbohydrates. So, as we know, the process of preparing food, isn't it? The process of preparing a food using sunlight and water and minerals absorbed in the soil and carbon dioxide available in the air, isn't it? So, the atmospheric carbon dioxide, sunlight and water, minerals in the soil absorbed by the roots of the plant. So, using all these ingredients, so plant prepare the food, isn't it? While preparing the food means using carbon dioxide, isn't it? So, ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಫುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸಸ್ಯಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾವೋ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ನ, ಏರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ನ ಮತ್ತು ವಾಟರ್ನ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಗಿಡಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀರು ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನೀರನ್ನು ಎಬ್ಸಾರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಅ ಫುಡ್, isn't it? So it is a carbohydrate. ಸೊ ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟನ್ನು ಕೊಡೋದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಲೀವ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಬ್ರೀತ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್ನ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನನ್ನು ಒಳಗೆ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಇಂಟೇಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಔಟ್ ಟು ಅ ಕಾರ್ಬನ್ ಡೈಆಕ್ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಸಚ್ ಅ ವೇ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಬ್ರೀತ್, ದೇ intake carbon dioxide and leaves of oxygen. So this happens only in the process of photosynthesis. When the photosynthesis process is done, the products are carbohydrate and oxygen, means food with the oxygen. So the process of preparation of a food using sunlight and chlorophyll containing in the cells of leaves, minerals, water and carbon dioxide, all this process. So all this using materials we call the process as a photosynthesis. So in your textbook a picture is given, isn't it? So this is a leaf. So in this leaf the water and the minerals are transferred to a tip and the process of preparation of a food process starts. So as I told you, during the process of photosynthesis, can you see this picture? So while the using energy from the plant preparation of a food, after preparing the food, the product means carbon dioxide and water, they mixed both together using the sunlight and a chlorophyll. Where the chlorophyll is present? So the chlorophyll present in the leaf. So see this picture. So in this picture we see a chlorophyll, it is present in the leaves. So using this chlorophyll pigment, plants prepare a food. So the sunlight and the chlorophyll, carbohydrates and oxygen, these are the product. So carbohydrate is a starch. ಸೊ ನಾವೀಗ ಹೊಲಕ್ಕೆ ಗೋಧಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊರಿ. ಸೊ ಗೋಧಿ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಗೋಧಿ ಬೇಳೆನೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಏನು ಗೋಧಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಬೋಹೈಡ್ರೇಟ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆಹಾರ ಪದಾರ್ಥ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಸೋನ್ ಅ wheat seeds, so example, when we sow wheat seeds, so it take water, so it may consume some water and use the sunlight and the chlorophyll content in the leaves, so which give us a wheat seeds or a wheat, and with the oxygen is released while the photosynthesis, after the photosynthesis process. So not only leaves, in some part of the green parts of the plant also prepare the what? Also prepare food. So in desert, the desert plant also prepare the food for itself, isn't it? So the green part of the plant that is in a desert, which prepare also food using what? Sunlight, and the process is also photosynthesis. So different types of leaves. So can you see here? Different types of leaves. So these also prepare a food for themselves, isn't it? So these leaves prepare food for themselves using a what? The same carbohydrate, carbon dioxide and sunlight, water and minerals for themselves. So all these process which the food is prepared, it contain nutrients, isn't it? So the food is rich in nutrients. That nutrient food is consumed by us, we get energy to do so many works and survival of our life. So students, in the next session we continue the nutrition of in plants. Next